Breaking news tonight in the court battle over New York's gun laws. A federal appeals court today ruling Times Square and other crowded places in the city and state will remain gun-free zones for now. CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer here with the impact and the details and what this could mean for the governor's race. Marcia.
Well, Dana, the decision came down late this afternoon when a federal appeals court granted a stay in a ruling that an upstate judge had overturned parts of New York State's strict new gun laws. The decision means that the gun-free zone in Times Square remains in effect. Guns are prohibited on buses and subways, and the relaxed gun permit procedures approved by the lower court will not go into effect. Earlier, Governor Kathy Hochul pledged to continue to defend the state's law. Meanwhile, some might call it a rose garden strategy to not engage. Kathy Hochul calls it being governor. She was able to take full advantage of the powers of incumbency by taking action on issue that is central to her election campaign.
This is the next stop on the journey to let the nation know that this is the state of New York, and we will protect a woman's right to a safe and legal abortion.
Governor Kathy Hochul didn't have to spend a dime of her well-stocked campaign war chest to highlight an issue she hopes to win over voters in her battle with Republican Lee Zeldin, her support for abortion rights, his opposition. In a well-timed announcement, Hochul awarded $13 million to abortion clinics in New York to expand access to services.
There has been a dark pall cast over our nation in the aftermath of the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
While Hochul basked in the powers of incumbency, challenger Lee Zeldin stood with current and former law enforcement officials and family members of slain Larchmont cop Arthur DeMatt to protest a state parole board decision to release the man who killed him, Anthony Blanks. Zeldin blamed the criminal justice policies of the Hochul administration.
Dozens of cop killers have been released by this parole board. Dozens. And if we don't stand up and do something about it, the fact is that dozens more will be released in the future.
The tough-on-crime Republican challenger also slammed state policies that allowed an upstate SUNY campus to invite a Black Panther convicted of killing 2 cops to speak at an April symposium.
They actually provide a platform for cop killers to come preach to students, claiming that they are a political prisoner.
But as he took the hardline stance, Zeldin was hit over his January 6th stance in an ad funded by a political action committee. It was narrated by the brother of Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who was killed in the Capitol riots.
Lee Zeldin refused to support an investigation into the violence against the police. He didn't stand behind our injured police officers, and he didn't stand behind my brother Brian.
Well, Zeldin refused to comment on the ad today. Dana?